Hello, everybody. Jim Faulkner here this afternoon. Going to talk to you a little bit today about the Employee Tracker app. This is homework 12 for the Coding Bootcamp at UNC Chapel Hill. And this is an application that functions as personnel management, HR, what have you, to keep track of departments, roles, and employees within an organization. For this project, we used MySQL for the database, and then we're going to be running it on the command line today using Node.js. This is one of a few videos I'm going to make demonstrating the different functionalities that we have in this application. So got everything set, ready to roll right here. So we're going to get started on NodeDB. So the first question, would you like to add, view, or modify? First, just so you can see what we're working with, we're going to show you the view functionality and what that's going to look like. It's also easily the most cut and dry as well. So we can view departments, roles, and employees. And the way this application is structured, so think of it as a tree with roles existing within different departments, and then each employee has a various role that they're assigned to. So first, we're going to take a look at departments. So when we select we want to do that, we've got a table that appears in our console, and right there you can see the department ID and then the name of the department. Very similarly, you're going to see the same thing for roles. Where we've got the title, we've got the salary for the role, and then we also have the department ID here. So that's the department in which this role is located. For instance, so if we go down here to role number 5, which is salesperson, we see that exists in department number 16. So then we can look up here at department number 16 and see that that's sales. So that makes sense. So each role has a corresponding department in which it lives. And then similarly, just building on that a little bit, if we want to view employees, each employee got their first and last name, and then they have a role ID right here. So, for instance, let's look at Dwight Schrute here. His role ID is 6, which means that the role ID of his role is going to be assistant regional manager, and you can also see his salary information there, and then the department in which he exists as well, which is also sales. So that's what the user-based functionality looks like when we're viewing a role. So pretty simple there. Take a look real quick at the code and how we made all of that happen. Just the basic database setup right here. All of the work really happens here within this prompts file. And we're using the Inquirer package, similar to what you saw if you looked at my homework 10 assignment. So we kick everything off, as you can see here, with this function called firstQ. It's the first question. And that's the first question we saw that just asks if you want to add, view, or modify. And that takes us to various functions depending on what we want to do. And in this case, we were viewing an employee. So essentially what we're doing is just selecting, and then based off of what you choose, that then is going to take us to a different function where we're either going to view the department, the role, or the employee. All three of those functions are set up exactly the same. So I'm just going to do view role right here. And all we're basically doing is just selecting everything from the role. This one easily has the fewest lines of code, these view functions. And we're just going to display that, put it into an array, and then we're going to display that in a table form in our console. And then lastly, you're going to see this at the end of each of these functions. Once the function reaches its termination point, I guess, where there's no other functionality needed to get the results we wanted, you're going to see this function called continue option. What that is going to be right down here. That's just asking if we would like to perform another action, and either we do or we do not do. And if we do, then we take it right back to that first queue, which is where we started. So that's the basic navigation of this application, as well as what the functionality looks like if we want to view a department, role, or employee. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.